Alrighty, hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. And this time we have a book haul, and well, it's not only books, it's like 2 books and one other thing. So yeah, just stuff that I bought recently and that I wanted to share with you. And the first of those things, well, you may or may not follow Booktube SFF Awards. I do, and if you're interested in science fiction and fantasy and Booktube, I think you should check Booktube SFF Awards out. You can find them on Goodreads, or search for the Booktube SFF hashtag on YouTube. You'll probably find some video on the subject. And what Booktube SFF Award is an award, obviously, which is run by and organized and such by the Booktube SFF community. There are some people, a small group of people in charge who are judges and such, and organizers, and then the rest of us can nominate and vote for the awards. Sort of like Hugo Awards, just smaller and by the Booktube SFF community. And the nomination period for this year has ended, and read-alongs for the nominated works have begun. And one of the works that we will be reading in March is a comic called Monstrous. Let's see. This is here. Here you see it. Monstrous Volume 1 Awakening. And I have actually read what's in this as individual issues. So I know what's in here, but I wanted it in a physical copy anyway, because I'm just that kind of crazy collector. And I like the artwork. Now I know a lot of people who really love this series. I'm not completely sold on it yet, but I think I'm gonna reread it now in March to sort of see and read it with others and discuss it and sort of see, did I miss something? Because what I thought it was alright, I didn't go gaga over it like some other people did. I didn't think it was fantastic. It was good, but not fantastic. But yeah, I'm gonna give it a second try and see what I think, and I will come back with a full-length review. Maybe I've changed my mind then, maybe not, we will see. But I have it now in physical copy, so it's gonna be fun reading that. And then, when I went to the store, the science fiction bookstore that we have in a neighboring town to mine, I only planned on buying Monstrous, but as usual I never come out with just the stuff that I've planned on. I always buy other things, and this time I only bought one other thing, luckily, because my budget is not really made for anything else at the moment. This is a Tor novella, and it's called Passing Strange by Ellen Klages. Not sure how it's pronounced, but something like that. And I'm not 100% sure what this is about. The synopsis on the back is a bit vague, I think. But it's a short story, so you can't really tell the details in the synopsis. But what I think it is like a historical, paranormal, queer romance. And I've just, all of those things, I'm just like sold. And it's set in the 1940s, which is not a period that I've read that much from, actually. Most of the historical stuff that I read is from earlier time period, like Middle Ages and Regency era and such. So this is gonna be interesting. I'm looking forward to this one. And one of the Booktube SFF Award Babbles videos, which is, as a booktuber, is doing videos on certain topics, and one of those topics is LGBTQ plus in science fiction and fantasy. So if I have time to read this one before that video is planned, which I hope, I may talk about this one if I like it. And lastly, we have another little thing that I bought, which is actually not so little, and it was really expensive also. It came out today. I pre-ordered it and I got it today, 1st of March, and I'm really looking forward to it. I haven't had time to try it out yet, but yeah. You may wonder, what am I talking about? Well, if you're a gamer, you might guess based on the release date. The American release date was yesterday and the European is today, but yeah, anyway. It came in a big box. I'm not gonna show you the box because it's really big. Actually, I can maybe show it because I have it up here. It's right there. Yeah, really impractical big box. And in that box was a lot of things. More boxes basically, but I'm gonna show you two things, the two most interesting things in the box. And one of them is of course a game, and it's a little game called Horizon Zero Dawn. I am so excited to play this, really hyped. It has gotten a lot of good reviews from the game critics that I follow anyway, which is like Jim Sterling and stuff. And I got it in this nice steelbook edition, so it's shiny. I love it. The premise for this game is basically sort of a post-apocalyptic future where the flora seems to be fine, but the fauna, the animals, are basically gone and have been replaced by robotic animals basically, and it seems to be like a weird ecosystem with them, and then we follow this lady here who is a human supposedly, and her tribe and her journeys and such, and whether or not the story in this is good or whether I will like it remains to be seen, but I think the premise at least is an interesting premise. It's like we have a functioning world, with just robotic animals randomly walking around in nature. But I've seen some videos of gameplay footage, and I think the game mechanics looks really nice. So even if I'm not that impressed by the story, I think it will still be a great gaming experience. Now, of course, this is very small, and the box is very big, so that was not all that was in the box, because that was a collector's edition that I bought, and in that you got this little thing here, which is, what do you call them? A figurine? No, well, you can tell what it is. It's not really an action figure, but it's kind of made in the same material, sort of plastic, which I actually like because I was afraid that it would be like hard material, and those are usually a bit brittle. But this one, you shouldn't drop it on the floor. No, it won't take that, but you can take a few bumps here and there without breaking, so that's really good. And yeah, I like this one. Gonna showcase it. It's really nice. And just look at it. Okay, so if you're not a gaming nerd, you might not go gaga over that, but I do. I like those sort of things. And there were also some other things in the collector's box, like an art book and some special keys for different outfits for her that you couldn't get in the regular edition. So yeah, that was my haul this time. Just 3 things, or well, 4 depending on how you look at it. Have you read or played any of these things? Well, I have. I'm guessing you haven't played Horizon yet. But if you're planning to, share your thoughts down below on these things that I show you. And yeah, I will see you again soon. I have some book reviews recorded, but I haven't edited. I haven't edited. I can't speak, but you know what I mean. Whatever. So they're not really, the videos are not finished yet. But yeah, I have those things coming up. Some Seanan McGuire things to review. What more? Well, some other some fantasy romance books that I've read. A trilogy, which wasn't really good. So yeah. And yeah, I think a game review, which I'll probably upload fairly soon, and another stuff. So, like I said, comment down below, like and subscribe, and I will see you again soon. Bye bye.